Hello everybody, my name is TheSpazDevil and welcome to my brand new, no bullshit guide for killing the brand new for 2024 boss, Scurrius. Now this boss will attack you with all three combat styles being melee, range and magic, all of which can be completely negated by having your prayer switches correct. It would seem that most people are killing this boss with melee, and this boss is an absolute bitch, so you're going to be able to slap the shit out of him very, very easily. Basically, bring the best gear that you can, and then you can tweak the inventory and some of the stuff accordingly depending on what you are bringing. But for now, I will show you what I'm bringing to kill the boss. In the helmet slot, I am bringing the Nate is not face guard. Yes, that is how you pronounce it. If you think that's not how you pronounce it, yeah, it is so. I'm bringing an Inferno cape, a fire cape will do, and big shout out to Dan for getting his Inferno cape the other night. Big props to you, we were all watching. In the amulet slot, I am bringing an Amulet of Blood Fury because this is one of those bosses where essentially you will take absolutely no damage, but for all the little mini mistakes or if you get hit by the little minions that he spawns, an Amulet of Blood Fury means that you are going to take no damage. You can have incredibly long trips here. I've never even killed this boss before making this video, and you'll see from the video that I really overstocked on supplies. You really don't need to bring anything with you if you bring this with. In your ammunition slot, just go ahead and grab yourself a blessing. I would normally use the Rada's blessing, but I was just very lazy and just pulled the first one out of the bank. Basically anything to give you a little prayer bonus. In the weapon slot, bring anything you want from an Abyssal Whip all the way up to an Asmontan's Fang, which is probably going to be at an all-time low at the moment because people are stupid and they think that the nerf has made this weapon useless when it's still an unbelievably effective weapon. For your armor, I'm bringing Bandos with me, but honestly, Barrows is fine, Fight a Torso, whatever it is that you can afford, just bring it with, but just for this video, I've thrown the Bandos on. Moving over to the shield slot, Defender, Dragon, Vernic, the best that you've got. Whatever you want to bring, honestly, this boss does not have particularly high defense, and it's a very easy boss to kill, but bring your best in slot. In terms of the glove slots, Ferocious gloves, Barrows gloves, you know what I'm going to say, bring your best in slot. For boots, I'm bringing the Primordial boots. And in the ring slot, I was kind of torn between what to bring, but I just threw on the Ring of the Gods because the prayer bonus on it is just insane, so it'll just make your trips last even longer and make your prayer potions that much more effective. Now, for your inventory setup, I would highly recommend bringing some runes to cast high-level alchemy because this boss's primary drops tend to be rune items, so you're going to be doing a lot of alching. So this is just going to save you a lot of bank space. The rest of it, really, you can do entirely with super restores or prayer potions, maybe a couple of bits of food if you don't have the Amulet of Blood Fury, and then a super combat potion or divine super combat potion. Look, whatever you can afford, whatever you want to bring with, just while you're figuring out the boss, it's a very, very nice, chill boss to kill. In terms of getting to the boss, really, really simple. Go to Varrock Sewers, which is just to the east of the Varrock Castle. Go down into the sewers and then just run east and you will come to the area where you can go through into the Scurrius lair. Very easy to find, very quick. Once you are here, you're going to be able to kill this boss either en masse with loads of people or a private instance. I would honestly just recommend a private instance because this boss is incredibly easy to kill. Now, the last thing I'm going to talk about is your quick prayers. So I am using Protect from Melee and Piety. You will be switching between Protection from Mage and Range. This is what I'm essentially using. Piety might even be a bit overkill because, again, this boss is very easy to kill, but it will make your trips quicker. Now that we are ready, let's jump into the lair and let's go and kick Scurrius's ass. And hopefully we get that cheeky pet. Now you're going to start off the fight by running into attack Scurrius with Protect from Melee on. Be sure to drink your Divine Super Combat Potions and put your Piety on if you've got it. Now while you're attacking him, the first special attack to look out for, he is actually going to drop some rocks from the ceiling. All you need to do is look at where you're standing and you can very clearly see a shadow appear underneath you. Just take a step away and you'll be absolutely fine. Next, he's going to walk to either the north or the south of the room and start eating some cheese. Now, at this point, he can still do the rock from the ceiling thing, so you will just move if you see anything underneath you. But while you're attacking him, he's going to basically start farting on you or throwing magic spells on you. Green is going to be Protect from Range, and blue is going to be Protect from Magic. Really, really simple, and just make sure to avoid anything that falls on you by looking underneath your character's feet. Now, while he is stuffing his fucking face full of cheese, he's actually going to start healing himself. All you need to do is basically out DPS him, just get some good hits off on him. But eventually, he will get to the final stage where he will walk into the middle of the room, he will be attacking you with melee, and he will spawn lots of little level 43 giant rats around you. What you're going to do is protect from melee the whole time, but every time you see an attack coming, you're going to swap to either magic or ranged prayer, but only for that moment when the attack hits you. It's very similar to, let's say, the Leviathan. Now, that's obviously a much harder boss, but what you're going to be doing is you're going to pray melee, but when the attack is actually about to hit you, that's when it's going to register, not when the animation is actually done like most of the bosses in the game. So you can just swap between melee, range, and magic, and you should take no damage. And if you're quite quick with your flicks, the rats aren't really going to hit you much either. Now, the great thing about this boss is, first of all, it's great for mid-game players. It teaches a few different mechanics, a couple of, very entry-level movement mechanics, and a little bit of prayer switching, so it is quite nice. He doesn't hit particularly hard. I think the rocks on the ceiling can hit you from like a 15 to a 20. Similarly, for the attacks that he does, he hits you for around a 15 to a 20. Now, with the Amulet of Blood Fury, you are going to be healing throughout the entire fight, and you can also heal at the end of the fight off of the little rats that he spawns. Now, in a nutshell, that's everything you need to kill this boss. I think this is a great addition by Jagex. It's really nice for people that are sort of newer to bossing. It's a really nice stepping stone for PvM, and I think it's going to tie in really nice with some of the Varlamore stuff coming with those like entry-level sort of mid-level raids that they're going to be doing. So I'm quite looking forward to see what else they're going to bring into the game. Now, I just got a couple of kills here just to test out the boss. Again, this was the first time I ever attempted it. I saw a very short guide from somebody else, and then obviously decided that I'm going to make my own guide, because that's what we do here. We make the best no bullshit guides on YouTube. So jump in there. It's super fun. You can definitely kill this boss. The GP is okay. There's lots of rune items from this guy, loads of alcohols, and the pet is pretty cool as well. So I would like to get that at a later date. Unfortunately, we were not spooned as we were with other bosses while making this video. I will leave you with just one more kill of this boss, just so that you can get a good idea of how it works. Just watch me sort of run through it. You can make small mistakes. It's not going to make any big difference. You've got your Amulet of Blood Fury. If you do have that anyway, if not, just bring some extra food. It's a really simple boss. But if you have enjoyed this video, hit the like and subscribe button. It really, really helps my channel. I'm so hard at work on a Road to Max series at the moment. If you haven't seen it, jump onto the channel and watch it. I'm putting so much effort into this series. I would love you guys to go and have a look at it. And I'm the SpazDevil, and I'll see you guys on the next one. You guys take care.